Hey, what's going on guys? It's Minnie, and today I have a video I've been wanting to make for a while now. I'm sure all of you have heard of the term GTA clone once or twice, and today I want to talk about why I want to kill myself every time I hear that phrase. Everyone knows what Grand Theft Auto is. It's the game that quote-unquote pioneered the open-world action genre back in 2001 with Grand Theft Auto 3. Rockstar Games has since then made plenty of praised open-world action games such as Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Red Dead Redemption, a root-and-tootin' cowboy shooter set in 1911, which has a sequel ever so creatively titled Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out later this year. There was also a DLC turned full game that came out back in 2010 called Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare that I personally wasn't a fan of, but you know, whatever. The point is, Rockstar Games have made some really good, albeit at times overrated, games. People think that Rockstar Games are the people who created this hybrid genre of game, and therefore call any other games of the same genre GTA clones. Some examples of these quote-unquote GTA clones are games such as the Saints Row franchise, the Mafia franchise, the Just Cause franchise, and the Red Dead games. And keep in mind, Rockstar Games, the people behind Grand Theft Auto, made a game that people accused of being a GTA clone. That's essentially like Van Gogh creating Starry Night, then creating another painting of a landscape and having all of his fans call it a Starry Night ripoff. There are plenty of reasons I hate the term GTA clone, but in hopes of this video not being 5,000 hours long, I'll break down my discussion into a few topics. The main reason I hate the term GTA clone is the simple fact that Grand Theft Auto 3 was not the first ever open world action game. The first ever open world action game was a game called Mercenary that came out in 1985. Almost 2 decades before GTA 3. I don't know why so many people think that Rockstar Games invented this genre. There are plenty of open world action games where you shoot people and drive cars, some of which coming out before GTA 3, such as Driver, which was released in October of 2000, almost a year before Grand Theft Auto 3. Now granted, you can't go on a massive shooting spree in Driver, and you can't pick up hookers like you can in GTA, but if we're going by the same logic as those who unironically use the term GTA clone, then just the simple fact that you're in a 3D third-person open world where you can drive cars and run around makes all GTA games a Driver clone. This leads me to my next topic. The frayed logic of these GTA stands boggles my mind. Let me set up a situation for you. You've made a game you're incredibly passionate about. You've put sweat, blood, tears, time, money, and resources into this project, but just because it has a similar gameplay style to another, much more popular game, it gets trashed and receives hundreds of negative reviews. This is the cause with more games than I can count. This can go for the Saints Row franchise, the Mafia franchise, True Crime, Bully, Sleeping Dogs, Just Cause, the list goes on, and the thing that really sucks is that most of these games are just as good if not better than some of these Grand Theft Auto titles. Plus, plenty of these GTA clones are literally nothing like GTA. For example, let's talk about the original Saints Row, released in 2006. In this game, you're some random dude that ends up in the wrong time at the wrong place, dog, end quote, and your life is saved at the last second by some random gangbangers. So what do? You repay your debt, join the 3rd Street Saints, rise up in the ranks, eventually becoming the right-hand man, then get betrayed and end up on a yacht that is quite literally rigged to blow. In Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, another open-world action game released in 2006, you play as an ex-soldier trying to push some drugs with his little brother. Now you may be thinking, dang, these games have literally nothing in common other than the fact that you can drive around and shoot people. You know what Saints Row was and still is considered though? A GTA clone. In 2008, my favorite open world action game of all time was released. Not Grand Theft Auto 4, Saints Row 2. And don't get me wrong, GTA 4 was a huge part of my childhood and is hands down my favorite Grand Theft Auto game of all time. However, Saints Row 2 was even a bigger part of my life, and still is. GTA 4 was incredibly polished, it had an amazing story, it had an online mode that was super advanced for 08. But you know what Saints Row 2 had? Personality. Was it polished? No. Did the story make sense? Not really. Did Cousin Roman call you every 10 minutes wanting to go bowling? No. But have I replayed GTA 4 more times than I can count? No. Have I dispensed way too many hours into side missions alone? No. Did I study for hours upon hours looking up cheat codes in order to get unlimited ammo, a fancy car, and whatever other things my 6-year-old brain thought was cool? Hell no. Yeah, GTA 4 was more polished, and yeah, GTA 4 was much more mainstream and much more warmly received, but if I was offered $1 million to sit down and play GTA 4 rather than Saints Row 2, you can bet your boy's going home broke. I know this video is all over the place, and I know I used the Saints Row franchise as an example way too many times, But if you want to watch another video that touches on this topic in a much better way than I did, another content creator by the name of Flippy released a video called Ranting About Grand Theft Auto Clones, which I highly recommend watching. A link to that video will be the first link in the description. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new and enjoy discussion videos like this, then feel free to subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, do be sure to leave a like, comment, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.